going, guys? We should now be live and it should be running all good. Can anyone let me know if you can hear me all well and good? Just in case I need to just adjust a few things. How are we all doing today? I'm going to run a quick check on the microphone, 1 second. Hopefully that should be quite a bit better, I think. We shouldn't have any more issues with sound now, so let me know if that's not any better or if you can't hear something. The music should be a bit better now as well. So, coming back to this series, we are now going to be going ahead and getting a little bit further in the series, and there has been quite a bit of difference since the last time you guys have seen from watching the episode. We have actually sold off our Noxious longbow, and we're back with the glaives, as you can see here. But the reason for that was I mentioned that I really wanted to get better at Telos, so I bought myself an Inquisitor's staff. So I've been trying to do Telos with the Inquisitor's staff, and this is a lot better than the Noxious staff that I had. I still need to get some perks on it, but it still does better than the Noxious staff, even with the perks that has. And I've been trying to put quite a lot into doing Telos, so that's probably going to be the first thing that I do in this stream, just because you guys might be able to see how I'm doing. It's not going absolutely amazingly, but, you know, we'll give it a go. We'll see exactly how we are going and see if we can get some kills. You never know. Might get through it, might get quite a few kills, and it might be pretty awesome. So, let's go ahead and start with that. Just noticed that the yak's about 3 minutes off of expiring. But I get a pouch. There we go. What's not loading here? A rapier. Right, okay. So we can just get any sword here. No problem. So I was using a rapier, but every time you die with the cosmetic items that you get from the treasure hunter, it just I was using that one, but it just goes back to Django, whatever he's called. So it's not really worth me doing that. Why is it not loading my armor? Let's have a check. It says it should load my armor. Right, okay, never mind, we'll just go and get that ourselves anyway, and then resave. I think I've just overwritten my preset, that's probably why. So I'll just quickly grab my stuff and we'll get straight into doing Telos. We don't want that one, we want souls. I think that's everything. Save that back as a preset. There we go, that's better. How we need our book. And I suppose I better get some charges on that before we go. So let's grab that, because I've been dying a hell of a lot, and we don't want to be wasting too much money. As you can see, I've got 810k, but I've got some stuff that I'm going to sell off anyway. So actually, I suppose, first of all, I could probably sell off all the stuff that I've got to sell, and just see how much money we've actually got. You guys will get to see exactly how much money we'll get already. Transfer all, preferably. Don't need them. I need to alt these. I can do these ones because they're 1 mil each. So I've been doing quite a lot of necks off of stream, and I've been attempting Telos off of stream as well. I do need to get into doing the elite dungeons and stuff, but I've not done them before. So I am looking to see if someone wants to go ahead and take me to those. Let me know if you're interested. We did manage to get Pernix Chaps off stream as well, so there's a little bit of a spoiler for you guys. Sell all these off. Just dump them all so we can get plenty of money to get our Onyx back there. I thought that was a buy offer. How did I even do that? Oh, well. So with this, I'll buy some more Onyxes for the Ring of Death, and then we'll go straight to Telos. And then after that, we can either take a look at maybe doing an Elite Dungeon, or we can go and do some more Necks or Araxi. Just let me know what you guys would like to do. So I can use this to high alch these. There we go. So back up to 13 mil. Let's go ahead and get some Onyxes for our ring. Go and get 3. Do we have any Telos pros in the stream at the moment? Or any people that's even just learning Telos or doing Telos? Even if you're literally just practicing it as well. Just like myself. Let's load that up. Check that everything's actually here this time. Nearly went in without my rune pouch. Right, okay. This time we can actually go. Make sure our spell's set right, because it tends to not be set right for some reason. Let's get the maniacal extended up by another half an hour. What's the music like level? Is it too loud, or is it quiet enough, or is it, can you hear it? So I might start at 250 and we'll see how it goes from there. We might push a little bit further. We've pushed up to 325 since the last episode. I'm going to lose some adrenaline here now. That's okay though, don't worry about that too much. Right, as you can see, I've got a whole new UI layout as well, and plenty of hotkeys, so this makes it a little bit easier. It's usually phase 5 I'm going to struggle with, but we'll see. I'll say that, and we won't even get past phase 1 now, just watch. Got a wild magic out for that. Well, how many people on this world? That was a bit delayed. I'm on to 24, so probably quite a lot. There we go. 1,000 people in the world. We're going to have to find a better one than that to do this on. The thing is, lately, there's a lot of people playing, but when you've got this many people playing, the servers, anything over 300, which looks like we're going to have to put up with anyway, 323, that's not too bad. Anything over 300 gives you, like, this lag that's just, like, ugh, it's just not fun to play with. There's just a good delay with it. So we'll try this world instead, and hopefully that doesn't happen again. Excuses, but there is some truth to it. The RuneScape servers just aren't used to that many people being on, especially for bosses and stuff. Well, first death, let's go. I've just refreshed my chat and realised that you guys were talking, and I've been talking to myself because it wasn't updating. So I can now see you guys are talking to me. How lonely had it been? How you doing, Michael, Ross, and Godlike, and Tom, and the Apex one? See, now I can see you guys. How you doing, Dylan? Can't wait to start trying Telos. Rax is a fun boss, though. Like, enjoy Rax, man. There's some good money to be made from Rax. Just, don't get too bummed out when it's on, like, the spider minions and stuff, because they're probably the easiest ones to do anyway. Darkness Path is boring as hell. But I hate doing Darkness and minions at the same time, so... But in saying that, I assume everybody does. Hopefully this time there's not too much delay. It doesn't feel like there's as much as there was before. So I hope now saying that I'm not going to get smacked in the face. There we go. It's a lot better. So I've been doing a lot of Telos off stream, and I've got some kills, and you'll see those in the next video, but it's not, it's just phase 5. I know how it's supposed to work, but for some reason I just don't do it right. Saying that, I've just messed that up, but that was a lucky hit there. So if you guys watching have any tips and know that I should be doing something else, then go ahead and let me know, because I appreciate every tip I can get for this boss at the moment. First tip, don't let him do so much power, which he's about to do to me. I'm going to have to stop reading the chat, I think. Tip 3, make sure your overload is on. This is absolutely terrible so far. Let's get through this phase and get on to the next phase, and then just chill out a minute. Right, well that was terrible phase 1. But I'll pay a bit more attention and stop reading the chat so much. Hopefully we can get through to at least phase 5. Is it lagging for you guys in stream a little bit with the graphics and stuff? The actual game lag? Or is that just me? I mean, it's playable, but it's a little bit lagging. I don't want you guys to have a terrible picture or anything. So here I want to save my wild magic for when he does the roots. To clear that off nice and quickly. Well, that was absolutely unfortunate. So when he's in this mage phase, the longer he's hitting you for, the more it absolutely hits like a truck. So you want to get in the beam and block that as much as you can. Tanking 1 hit there. 2 hits. Luckily that one didn't hit me. I've just phased it at the worst time ever. This is a phase that always gets me as well. When it goes south on this phase, it goes south quick. This is a good thing of showing about how it goes south very quickly. So now because these things up in the top beam there, he's going to nuke me 3 times because he's just done that uppercut as well. So it's going to hurt unless I use some defensives. And then tank that to the face. This kill is just an absolute mess. Hey Telos, do you fancy giving me a chance at least? Thanks for the heal at least. Right, well at least we phased it through. I mean, we're using a lot of food. Like, we are using a lot of food. So we're on uppercut now, so we don't have to worry about defensive too much. We've got our surge. That was a really bad time to phase. Please miss. Thank you. That's better. That could have been really, really bad if I'd phased it there. So I want to wait and not use any stuns here, just to keep the barricade on, ready for this anima bomb here. And then now I can stun it again. Get my prayers back up. And get ready for the hold still heal. There we go. So phase 5 is either going to go like, I'm going to be all over the place, is what usually happens, or it's going to go pretty well, or we're just going to die. Just a heads up. So we're either going to go in and just die, or it's going to go, you know, not too bad. We might get the kill. Or we'll get through it and then die. But we'll see what happens. Assuming I don't die to these golems first. But at least we're going to get to phase 5. I mean, that's a start. So I'm going to make sure I get the hold still heal first before we go through. I've done a mobile kill on 100%, but I've not done any more than since then, to be honest. I don't even know how I managed to get that 100% mobile kill. It took me so long going through and doing it again and again and again. But it's definitely possible to do. It's just a lot of practice. I'm out of the beam. I'm not sure why I just took my barricade off. That was a bit stupid. And it's not even the right colour for that. So let's get... Ah, that swap! Ah, we're alright. Okay. Happy days. So, I mean, we didn't get anywhere near as much damage as we needed to get. But it could have gone worse. We're still alive, at least. Getting that beam. Waiting for the rock fall before I use asphyxiate. But I might have to go ahead and do it. There we go. Of course, as soon as I do it. So I'm not going to bother using onslaught yet because there's not much point. There's adrenaline beam over there. At least we didn't get red golems. That's always a good start. Take these over here. So something you can do is start up your detonate with your wand and shield on and then equip your staff. And then you can go ahead and kill them off like that. Get some stuns on him. Green beams all the way over here, but oh well. Start making our way back for that. So hopefully on the next one we can kill the minions off quickly. And don't activate that yet. No, not yet. Got a bit keen there, I think. Okay, now I can use that after getting smacked in the face. So hopefully we can kill the minions off fairly quickly this time. And then we can get a Sunder off, but we'll see. Sunder? Onslaught? I'm sure Sunder's a Dota 2 ability. I'm not sure where that came from. So with these, I'm not sure the best way to get them stack up again, so I just run out and run back in. Probably not the best way, but that's what I do. That's the joke. It might be better for me to just die. Ah! Not just die, but I'm going to die. I noticed I was going to die. So that's my phase 5, and that's what I've been struggling with, basically. I've been struggling to get the minions down quick enough at the beginning, and then get enough damage in. And then I seem to just mess up at some point, or just run out. But I use a lot of food doing it, and it's an expensive boss to learn. But we always load the preset and go back. If you have any tips, then let me know. Because I know the rotation of getting the beam, sunshine, stun Telos, and then make sure that I charge a detonate and then tsunami the minions. But I might as well do this on 325. But once I do that, I always seem to take too long. I'll just let my adrenaline go again. I seem to take too long and the virus comes out too soon, or so I guess I just need to speed it up. Full manual is absolutely worth learning, especially when you're doing bosses like this and racks, because sometimes you'll use your abilities or Revolution use your abilities, and it'll keep you in the cleave. I've been using it for quite a while. I still use Revolution for things like Slayer and stuff, of course, but I'd recommend definitely learning it. Especially when you get into using all these hotkeys and stuff. If I wanted to use, for example, an ability at a specific time on Telos, so the Resonance, for example, I might not be able to use it, because if Resonance put my global cooldown on cooldown, then I'm going to have to wait, and that can get you killed so many times. I think it was Telos that actually made me decide to go and actually change to full manual. It takes quite a while getting used to it, but it's definitely worth doing. Whoops, I thought we were on uppercut for some reason. Can I please stop splashing? So I'm probably going to get so much powered again here. Hopefully not. Let's see. No, we should be okay. That's lucky that beam spawned right next to me rather than somewhere miles away. So Dylan, with that, in the settings there's something called ability queuing, and if you put an ability on, I'll show you in a second, you'll have like a little circle going around. I think some people recommend you take it off, but you see there the little icon going around. I'll show you there. What that does is as soon as it's ready, you can use it, so you can get your abilities ready to go pretty much straight away, and that way you're not using too many auto attacks. But sometimes that can mess you up as well, so it's like a bit of take what you can get, I suppose. I thought that 400 heal off my Excalibur was my resonance heal then. I was a bit panicked that I'd missed it. Can I hit, please, again? What a place to stand. You know what? We're just gonna have to phase it here, I think. I'm not getting next to that beam. There we go. I promise one day I will learn this boss. And I will be killing it so freaking much. I'll read the chat between phases if that's okay. I need to kill those golems. Oh, thank you for the heal just in time. But he's still going to nuke the shit out of me next. What a spawn. Thanks for that spawn, mate. This is going bad. Ah! I'm not got my staff on because I don't have a room. Very nice. Right, surely to God now we can just phase it. You know, assuming I don't miss every single hit. FaZe! FaZe, damn it! Yeah, Zero, I know, but it was like, I think it was like 6 or 7k off being phased, and I just didn't fancy sitting there. Because he doesn't move, does he, when he's in Mage? He just stands there and beats the crap out of you. So I didn't want to stand there and just tank it when I could just phase it, I suppose. I don't know if that was the right thing to do, but it felt like it. So something I have finally got into my head is that I need to make sure I've got Anticipate for when I come into the fonts, because that I've died so many times to that fire golem stunning me before I can even do anything. So, or like stunning me when I'm low and I can't eat. So I finally got that in my head. Oh, that might have phased it. Nope. That'll do though. I've eaten so much food this kill. That's another thing I really need to get better at, just not eating as much food. Right, back to phase 5. Good luck, round number 2. No. Eight. Thank you. Well, so far, a lot better. We got barricade on, so fuck the rock. for the next rock, which hopefully will come soon. I shouldn't have waited. There we go. Come on, Dreadnip. Get me some stuns in there for me. Prayers run out. I'm very tempted to just try and end it, but I feel like I should probably just do it properly. This isn't going too well. I'm getting mauled. Hey! Ah! Right, so in that situation, what's the best way to kill the golems if you don't get it down in the first cycle? Like, obviously last time I got them down, but what's like the most efficient way to even do it? If you guys have any idea, please let me know, because that is something that wrecks me every time. When I do finally get the rotation right at the beginning, I lose it on the second lot of golems. I don't know if I just panic or if I'm doing it wrong. You can probably get one more kill attempt in while my aura's up, and then we'll go and do something else. My book has no jars left on it. Great. I'm wondering if I released my detonate on the last kill on the second minions with a staff. It just didn't seem to do as much damage as it usually does. I can always watch it back later though and see what my mistake was. Should be a hold still first. Stunned him right in that beam. Right, phase 3. It's phase 3 and phase 5 that stress me out. It seems to be with this phase that I'm just going to waste in a whole good 4 or 5 minutes. Or phase 5. I mean, I don't mind dying too much on phase 5 because it's that practice. It's just the fact that it takes time to get there. And obviously I'm going to need to practice to be able to get it. But phase 3 is just purely me messing up usually. And that's infuriating. That beam swap. Not gonna lie, didn't even notice that it was in the positive enrage for him. Thought I was doing quite alright, but oh well, there we go. That should be phased, unless I miss. There we go. Well, we're doing better food-wise than we have been. We've not touched our yak yet, which, I mean, should be the case, but hasn't been for the last few kills. So now I'm going to have to wait for my anticipate before I can actually throw, actually, it should be up. It doesn't matter what he does it on because it's going to be an uppercut, so whatever. I'll anticipate. Hopefully freedom's enough. Get it up now. Right, so looks like we're going to get another attempt at phase 5 at least. But this is pretty much what I've been dealing with for the past few days. Just the whole, am I going to get the kill or am I just going to waste the time? I've put a lot of money into it, but it's definitely going to be worth it in the long run because I think we're on... Yes. So it's going to be worth it in the long run because if I can get it, then it's going to be a lot of a good way to make money. And it's a lot of fun, to be honest. Like, this is such a fun boss. Even when you do die a lot, it's still a fun boss. Right. Final attempt at phase 5, because we won't probably get back here in time to do another kill anyway. So this is our final attempt, and then we'll do something else. You guys have a think about what you'd like me to do. I'm not sure if the chat's frozen again or not, but we'll see. Nearly missed that reflect. No staff. Ah. That was such a close barricade. Do I wait for the... I'm going to wait for the beam to change. Good job I did. Did I just take from... That was ridiculous. Why did I take from my Dreadnought? Not my Dreadnought, my Yak when I had a Sunder on. I always call it Sunder and I don't even know why. It's not Sunder at all. Onslaught. It took me that long to figure out what it was called. Did I? Ugh. Please. No! Ah. Yeah, so many mistakes. I don't really know what happened there. I can't even think about what happened there. I messed up my last detonate. I messed up my onslaught. Right. Where does anybody want to see me go that's not Telos? We could do next, or we could even, if there's a elite dungeon that I should be able to solo, if you want, I can take a look at that. That could be interesting to see. I've not done any elite dungeons as of yet. I've attempted the third one when it came out, but I didn't get very far in it. So I'll give you guys a minute if you want. Let me know where you'd like me to go. One of the elite dungeons or next, maybe. See if we can get some drops from there. we have any more stuff to sell? That's a bit of money there. How's my Ring of Death looking? 18%. Tell you what, we'll go to next, and if you guys have any other suggestions while I'm there, let me know. Dylan, I don't know if you're still in the chat. It doesn't actually tell me. But if you are, the ability queuing, yeah, I've heard people say that it should be off as well. I'm not too sure why. I couldn't really say why. But I keep it on just because I always seem to not use it at the right time. I find myself spamming the key multiple times rather than just pressing it the once. Right, so let's go off to next. I'll keep practicing Telos off of stream, and we will see if we can get any better at it. If I can, and I start getting consistent kills, then I'll make sure to come back and stream it. But we don't want you guys to have to watch me keep failing at next over and over again. Just updated my preset and forgot to load my first one. There we go. So let's change my aura to the reckless one. So we've had chaps from next since the last episode, but other than that, we've not really had much at all. We've got a wand, which is like 5 mil, 4 mil or 5 mil. This should go a bit better than Telos though. I should be able to get consistent kills here. I'd be quite disappointed in myself if not. What do you guys think of the new UI compared to the last time you saw it? Is it a bit better? I think it's quite a lot tidier and there's a lot more useful stuff there. You want to learn next as well? Has your friend done next, or like is he teaching you, or is it something that you want to learn together? Thanks for that, next. So she pulls you like that when you haven't got freedom or anticipate up, but mine were both off, so I couldn't use it. I just had to hope for the best there. Next is super fun if that's what you mean by looks really nice. Like, it's really fun to do. Ah, the UI looks nice. Yeah, no, it does look a lot better, definitely, I agree. It took me a long time to do and set up the keybinds, but you guys, well, I say you guys, there was a lot of people commenting saying, like, what is your interface, and make sure you're using keybinds and stuff, so I've done all that, and it's made it a lot better. Like, to be honest, bossing's a lot more enjoyable to do, because there's not so much bloody stress of clicking all this stuff and all that. So that's better, but it's definitely a lot better than it was. Without a doubt. Probably shouldn't have put that on yet, but hold on. Where's it? She just chased me all the way in. Nice. Very nice. This is why I use Void, because she just melees you in this. But people have been saying use this as well, but we'll still get the kill. Might just take a little longer than the first time, but that's fine. Hit. There we go. Yeah, so the reason I've been using Void, in case someone who was wondering, is because she doesn't chase you around the room in melee range, and I hate kiting. But once I've finished the shadow phase, I'm gonna start putting Serenica on, because I feel like I use a lot of food, which probably makes it not all that worth it. Not today. Next, thank you. None of that today. You got a turbo plate body yesterday. Awesome. That's absolutely awesome. When I came back after taking a break, when I was playing Arcade more, I came back and got Torva gloves, I think it was, and then I got Torva plate body literally like the next kill. So easily enough to say that hooked me back on the game pretty easily. Why am I not on him? What the frick? Could have sworn I was attacking him. Vindictor's another fun boss, I think, but I feel like his drops were a little bit meh, to be honest. Like, I just feel like his drops aren't enough. I know you can kill him really quick, so that's probably why, I guess. But it'd be nice if you could make more than maybe like 2 or 3 mil an hour there. Although I don't do much Vindictor, I suppose. That's because I feel like the drops aren't worth spending the time there for, apart from the Dragon Rider Lance. You got Pernick's body as well. That was a good hour. Well, hopefully we can get something this hour. Chase me next, damn it. The only time you don't chase me is when I want you to walk a bleed. Yeah, you'll walk after her, won't you? I wonder if she did that on purpose. $800k, that's not bad, to be honest. That pays for the instance already. Instance paid for, and maybe like a kill worth of food. Neither of us have done next before, but we both have Pernix and tier 90 range weapons, so that should help. Just gonna have to learn all the mechanics. So do you need to get curses and overloads? Is that what you mean by that? Or are you saying that you've got them already, Dylan? Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty unlucky at Vindictor as well. It's just a bit, I don't know. I think I've done it for so long and not got anything out of it, and that's put me off, so I've not gone back. But I feel like it's the same with most of the God Wars dungeon bosses. To be honest, I've done Hellweir quite a lot, and I enjoy that boss because there's a lot of mechanics to do. But other than that, none of the other ones have really took a big interest in me. Good luck to these guys. Nah, they didn't get anything. That's unfortunate. Goodbye, Adrenaline. It was nice not having you. Right. I really should just go and pay for my book to get some pages, but I really can't be bothered. I just want to kill stuff. You use tier 80 Sliske armor. Fair enough. It's non-degradable and it's decent damage, isn't it? It's as good as the next armors, right? Bonus wise, it just doesn't give the health bonus and the prayer bonus, I believe, but it doesn't degrade, so can't complain really. You both have curses and overloads. Well, you should be alright then. Ah, reading chat. Need to get used to doing this at the right time. Die. Did I just splash both of my snapshot hits? Frick's sake. This is where selling my bow for that staff was a little bit of a downside. Because now I don't have the accuracy of the tier 90. But that's fine. These glaives are actually pretty good, to be honest. Like, if you don't have the tier 90 or you can't afford it, these glaives are really cheap. And they're actually so good. I've done a lot of racks and necks with these gloves. So yeah, the Pernix, not the Pernix, what the hell? The Serenic I bring just so I can switch it onto the Blood phase because I just hate running around the room like a madman. Like I'm happy eating a couple of bits more food because these Superior Void is just as good accuracy, I believe, and damage. It's literally just so that it doesn't kite me around the room. So if I eat a couple more food, I'm not bothered, just for that peace and quiet of not being hassled by her. So I've started bringing that as a switch. But it just means I'm stuck with my Torpor boots for the whole kill now. I suppose I could bring another slot for boots because I don't eat the full inventory food anyway. We get a hit. Ah, we splashed and we're going to heal her. Oh, we got it. Awesome. Oops. Yeah, it's hybrid, that's right. I actually completely forgot about that. But how do you charge it? Do you need the crests to decide which version it is? Or... because I've not really done much into it. How you doing, Marcus? Dylan, Onslaught for next is... if you struggle with Blood Phase, Onslaught. That's your answer. Like, it's so easy with Onslaught. It almost shouldn't work on next because Blood Phase is just over. A lot of people just camp it and wait right till the end as well, and don't bother dodging the oops. Don't bother dodging the siphon, but I like to make sure that I dodge that just in case I miss an onslaught hit or something. My luck's not all that great, so I don't trust it all that much. She's going to do contain this before I even get there, is she? Nope. So we're going to have one more prison though. Unless I get lucky. Come on, hit. Phase! Yes, good stuff. Oh, I just wasted that to the snapshot. Oh no, we get it in. That's good. This is the better thing about Serenic. Like, I've barely touched my yak, so it's a lot cheaper to do kills. So I'm definitely going to start bringing it. This is literally like just then doing my preset was the first time I decided to do that. Normally I just come in full void. But from now on, I'm going to switch to the Serenic after the shadow phase because, like I said, the hassle of her chasing me. I don't want to be chased. No one likes to be chased by a big demon with wings. People do like to get items from her though. Not the items I had in mind. So, something, a little spoiler. Do you guys want a spoiler for the video? Like, this will be the last one. Do you want it or not? You don't have to. You need dormant helm, body, and legs, then charge it with the crest. Right, okay. And there's more than just the Sliske crest, right? You can change it between, is it Sliske, Seren, and is it Zamorak? There's another one as well, but I can't remember it for some reason. My key has no charges. Well, that's unfortunate. Luckily, we'll waste a yak, that's fine. Which pair have I got? Good old Toasty. There we go. 100 more charges. And we can now just feed our Toasty pet, which is actually a Sky Pouncer. We can't. Well, goodbye then, Toasty. It was nice having you. No need for you anymore. Zaros, Zamorak, Sliske. Yeah, that's right. It's Zaros. I'm doing next, and I couldn't even remember the Zaros one. And Seren, yeah. Missed both the bleeds. Accuracy is absolutely amazing. So glad I went and did pest control for like 200 hours or whatever it was. Void completely paying off. It's going well. Thank you, Nex. That'll do. Well, we need to keep the streak going. Ever since I've done, I think I've done like 3 streams for RuneScape, and every time I've done it, I have had a decent drop on it. So you guys are going to be my good luck, and you're going to bring me a good drop. Okay? I'm relying on you guys to do that. Someone has to call when it's going to come. And I'm pretty dry at Nex at the moment, so... Thanks for the heal. more hit. Yeah. Yeah, so Onslaught is literally just so good for Blood Phase. Just clears it immediately. I remember when I started coming to Nex, I literally was watching a guide that was teaching me how to do it. And because I wasn't maxed, I wasn't paying for instances or anything. So you couldn't actually come and just do range. Well, I couldn't anyway. And so I had to bring a switch, and I was doing range and mage. No, I wasn't. I was doing range and melee. And I had to use melee for the blood phase. And it just didn't go very well. Why would I just use freedom there? Oh, that's fine. Yeah, it didn't go very well. Do you snipe into Onslaught? I do snipe into Onslaught sometimes. It depends, really. Usually I don't really need to, because you can fit it in at the end as well. But you can do it early on. But I like to get bleeds onto the minions, because if it doesn't go through, then at least she doesn't heal fully. But yeah, you can fit a snipe in before the Onslaught, as long as you do it while she's healing, because that time fits absolutely perfectly. Ow. That was nearly a death. Something I'm so glad they did. What was that typeless damage? Does anyone know what that typeless damage was? I quite want my health back, please, Nex. Yeah, something I'm glad that they did was putting Surge and Escape on their own cooldown. That was such a good update. Come on, Nex, give us a drop. We've got a lot of gear upgrades we need to get for this series. I'm eating like crazy this kill. He's beating the crap out of me. Die. Do that while I remember. Please hit. 700, there we go. Green Dragon Hide. Better than Stone Spirits, can't complain about that. I'm so glad this War's Retreat's come out before they added the new skill. I'm only level 56 in Archaeology. And while that's kind of pathetic, it's I just can't motivate myself to go and do it. Like, when I'm on, I want to go and do Telos, I want to go and do Nex, I want to try out new bosses and stuff. I can't, like, bring myself to think, let's go and spend God knows how many hours doing this. I really need to start doing it on mobile, I suppose. But yeah, I just can't bring myself to do it. How are you guys finding Archaeology? Are you enjoying it? If so, why? What are you enjoying about it? I messed up here with Anticipate and stuff. Hopefully we don't get punished for that. It's a long time without it. There we go. That's quite lucky. Right, Anticipate quickly before she pulls me. the fruit. I swear she's waiting for me to look at the chat before she pulls me down. Sometimes when I get absolutely destroyed last phase, I'll throw on my repriser and get a res. Yeah, actually that's a good point. I could get a res. Especially since I'm doing dual wield, that wouldn't be too hard to do. But I feel like I'd probably just... Actually, DPS like that isn't that big of a deal because you literally res for what, a second? So it's probably worth it to save, what's that, like probably 3 or 4 sour brew doses even. You stopped at 70 arc. How come you stopped? Just bored or? Come on. Nice 5k snipe there. Missed my needle shot. We should be okay. Yeah, so close. You got bored and started to boss again. Fair enough. I mean, adding the War's Retreat kind of makes it like you don't need max. Like, what do you even get out of max other than a better cape now? Is there something that I'm not thinking about? Obviously, you get a better cape slot, but you could always use the fight caves one. I know you don't get the slots to put like 3 perks on it, but are you really missing out on that much? You don't need to get that to use Ancient Invention. How come you don't? That's something I thought as well, actually. How you doing, man? Thanks for dropping in. When's God Wars Dungeon 3 out? Well, I don't know, I keep calling it dungeon because we don't actually know if it's going to be a dungeon, for one. I assume they'll probably follow the pattern. But they've said it's due to come out this summer. That's as vague as they've been, as far as I know. They're always quite vague of this sort of stuff, I suppose. But it's due to come out this summer. That could be delayed with the whole coronavirus thing. I know JGX is working from home at the moment, so I wouldn't quote it, but it is coming. It's coming all the same. Been changing up your bedroom. Bedroom / computer room. Why? What have you been doing? Is it a lot better? More improvements? You've actually not missed all that much, mate. You've missed me dying at Telos. That was fun. Other than that, you've not missed anything else. Maybe you're going to be the good luck charm to bring me the drop here. Although you don't get a split if you do. I thought that was going to hit. There we go. Do you bring me a drop? Ah, you bring me stone spirits. I mean, you've missed another stone spirit drop as well, so I suppose you've missed that. Right, what's this? Only thing I know is you don't need the quest to have the decant guy. No. You can't, no, you can't decant in the max guild without the quest, can you? Your flask? Because I've tried to do it in the past, and I'm pretty sure you still need the quest for it. Unless that's a recent change. You can buy an ancient invention blueprint from the GE. Well then. You need to let us know about that. Let you know about what? What do you mean? I think that's gone straight over my head, mate. Sorry. Wait, is that sarcasm? Let you know about the stone spirits. See, these jokes go straight over my head. Yeah, I got you. Came to me just at the end there. Well, I was just about to say before, you know, my stone spirit look is ridiculous, as you'll see in the next video, the next episode. We've had some good times getting some stone spirits from here. I don't even know what I'm doing, using no thresholds, missing everything. Oh, what am I doing? Bleed. There we go. Alright, don't pull me yet, because I don't have anticipate. That would be awkward. Thank you. You can use it. Is this new, or is it like... Am I just... I could have sworn I've tried and it didn't work for me. Unless you've done it and you don't realise you've done it. Or I could just be wrong. Maybe they've added it after I checked. Thanks again, Nex. Really appreciate getting smacked in the face. I don't want any hugs, thank you. Messy kills be messy. You've never been to Nex and you've no idea what could be new. I'm talking about being new. We're actually saying apparently in the max guilds you can decant your flasks without doing the quest to do it. And if that's true, I will show you after this kill. I really, really wished I'd known. I have so many flasks that need decanting. I had more, but luckily you can trade the sour brews. So I got a clan member to do all those for me. I think he came back with... Oh, God. I think he came back with something like... Must have been about 50, 60 mil worth of brews after I'd got him to decant all of the extra ones that I just never touched. Because, you know, doing the quest isn't something that I'm going to do. With my 222 quest points. Even though I really, really should do it. And that's going to be a big part of this series as well. I need to get those quests done as well. I need the upgraded God book because at the moment I'm actually using the not upgraded one. In case you hadn't noticed. And I'm not even got it charged, so it's probably a waste of a pocket slot. We're going to miss this, aren't we? Missed. Of course we did. That's a big heal as well. Missing everything. Hit. Hit. Ah. Okay, this time. Splash freaking city. What's a reckless aura? You can't decant them. And it was right before archaeology came out. So they've obviously added a few more benefits that they could think of to the max skill then. Because otherwise, why are people going to remax, sort of thing, I suppose. Well, that, to me, is kind of worth maxing for now. I want my max cape back anyway. It's part of my goal to do, but it just wasn't first on my list. But now you've said that, that makes me really want to go max. Round this corner, please, next, so I don't get smacked in the face by that crystal. Never mind. Is that going to hit? Thank you. I feel like we're going to get one more prison though. This has been such a messy kill. Eating loads already. Not really been paying all that much attention. Am I dead? Freedom. Eat! Eat, please. Thank you. That was so close. I'm literally not paying enough attention to this kill. Right, let's get it over and done with. Can we hit? Thank you. That typeless damage again. I must be doing something to make him hit me with typeless damage. I know you get it if you stand under it too long, like you're trying to walk her so she can't hit you. But I thought that was pretty much all. This is a 2 overload kill. That's so bad. Use Nihil, yeah. To be fair, I should use a Nihil. I'm just sort of stuck in my old ways of doing next, and I've never really bothered to try anything else. I suppose if I use a Nihil, or is a Steel Titan good here? I'm pretty sure that should be pretty good as well. But yeah, I should try a Nihil. Right, well, it was fun playing. Frick's sake. We've still got room for a few more kills. We can fit this in and get a drop. We are guaranteed a drop, surely. Don't think that's how it works, but you know. My fastest kill at Araxi was 2 minutes and 55 seconds. That's pretty quick. My brews are going down. This is why I was eating a lot. I've run out of brews. I mean, I shouldn't need them, so we should be alright, but... I'll go and buy some more after this kill, just in case. To be fair, I should be able to just bring Rocktails. I think the brews probably aren't needed. It's just because it's the same preset as my Telos, and I haven't changed it. So you've never used a Titan at Nex. Fair enough. Wait, no, Titan isn't good at Nex. She's immune to familiar damage, isn't she? What am I even saying? Because otherwise you'd be able to use Ripper Demon and stuff here, which has been nerfed, but... So yeah, it'd be Nihil then. Didn't anticipate. If it works, you wouldn't change anything. Yeah, fair enough. So it's always nice to phase next into phase 2 when she's just done that there is thing, because then you get that time to use a rapid fire and a snapshot on Soul Split, because she doesn't actually attack you until now. That's the first attack on this phase. So that's some like pretty good healing. Whereas if I was in my Serenic, she would be chasing me around the room like crazy, and I wouldn't have got that heal. But I probably wouldn't be taking as much damage right now, so I suppose it kind of outweighs each other there. And if I had some good perks on my Serenic, then it'd probably be better to use that, but my Serenic isn't augmented at all. It's actually almost dead as well, almost gone. My mask has 2.5%. Not sure why I used that, Billy. There we go. Ugh. Splash. Hit. It did hit, but I was like, what, 100 damage too low? Alright, man. Thanks for dropping in, as always. Enjoy getting everything set up. Shouldn't be contained. There we go. So what my next goal is going to be after getting a bit more money is obviously I'm going to keep my staff that I've just bought. I'm not sure what that's doing gold wise, whether it's crashing or going back up. I'm going to be keeping that because it does help me with practicing Telos, and I need all the help I can get with that. So I'm going to be keeping that, and then I'm going to go back and get a Noxious Longbow. Once I've got the Noxious Longbow, I need to get Drygores, and then I need to augment everything. I need to get all my perks up and running, and I need to make sure I've got all of the ones that are going to benefit me a lot. So that's going to be a lot of gold to do because they're quite expensive as well. But it'll be worth doing, and I think the perks, if I'm right, is better to get before getting the tier 99 prayers. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's better. If I'm wrong, tell me, because it'll save me a lot of time, and it'll be making sure I do things in the right order. Hopefully on this kill we get something a little bit better. Get on the ring. That should be it. Assuming we didn't miss, which we did. There we go. I mean, when you get... I'd rather have Stone Spirits. 8k. 8k for killing next. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, we need to go get some brews. Let's go get some brews real quick. You decided on some of the new high tier PVM perks over tier 99 praise as well. Yeah, I think they should be. It should be better off getting the perks rather than just going straight ahead and getting the prayers. So I'm gonna do that first, I think. There was something in here I saw earlier. There we go. That I can sell to help get some brews. I'm absolutely skint at the moment, and I've got a bond juice coming up soon, so I need to get that going pretty damn quick. $102mm Torva plate body shouldn't be a thing. That's because of the masterwork, right? Can't afford that. Freaking expensive. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to just try with just Rocktails. You need to use 2 Torva plate bodies on the masterwork, don't you? So I think that's what pushed the price right up. I'm pretty sure it hasn't come down since that anyway. Gone for biting 4 mobile, and you got biting 4. To be honest, I need to figure out what perks to get, but my clan leader, he actually made a guide for it, I believe, so that will help me out by quite a lot. Thank you to him. Don't know if he's in here, but thank you to him. He's written it all up in our Discord chat. So I don't know if any of you guys were in the last RuneScape stream I did, but right at the end of the stream, we were doing Nex again, and I blue screened. The stream just crashed, and a lot of people were sort of left like, wait, why did the stream end, and why did he just die right at the end? Well, I blue screened, and I would have died to Nex. I came back to a good costly bill from death, but yeah, it was a bit awkward timing. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. What's your favourite boss at the moment anyway, Zero? was lucky. I don't know if this applies to you or not, but for me, when I first tried Nihil, I would lose food fast by eating rocktails. I switched to blue blubbers and worked wonders. Alright, okay. Well, thanks for the tip. What I'll do is I'm going to try using a Nihil off of stream, just because I don't want to change it while I'm on stream at the moment, and then not be able to get any more drops for you guys to have a look at. So once I'm off stream, I'll give that a go. And if I have the same problem, then I'll go ahead and get some blubbers. As long as they're not stupidly expensive at the moment, because I know that they go up and down like mad. You can get them for between 3k and 4k usually, and then sometimes they go up to something like, I don't know, like 5k even. Which I think you'd be crazy to buy them at, but did I just miss snapshot again? Come on, what's going on? Another prison then. I'm not sure what even happened then, but everything seemed to miss in, and then I wasn't hitting the back. I feel like I'd really enjoy it, but I think to learn it I should probably do it in a group first. Do you agree, or do you think I should just go and try and solo it? I'm just going to try a kill with just them. And we'll save our brews for the final phase, or double eats if we need to. Every time I splash. I feel like I splash a hell of a lot and I'm not sure why. Ugh. The typeless damage could be from containers. That's a good point, actually. I could have just been not realizing that she's doing a containless, because I'm too busy doing all my switches and stuff anyway. Got such a bad habit of just pressing F every time I need food and just drinking the brews. When I should just be eating up probably. If I said stream, I meant to say streak. Do you streak it? Do you like streak your kills? Your drops? But your max is 564, that's awesome. Did it take you a hell of a long time to sort of get into it, or did you pick it up pretty quick? I feel like I'm lagging quite a lot, so if the stream just ends, I've likely blue screened again. What's going on here? Come on, snipe, don't miss. Phew. So you'd say do it in a group, but your first kill was solo. Well, maybe I'll try it solo, and then if it goes terrible, then I can just pretend nothing ever happened. And just never tell you guys about it. Or it could be fun content for you guys to watch even. I quite like to put all the sort of fails and stuff in there anyway, because it's a bit of a laugh sometimes. Just lightens the mood a bit. Like, I feel like everything's always, yeah, I did this first time, and I did that first time, and this happened, that happened. So I feel like sometimes it's good to get those fails in there, just to mix it up a bit, and not make out like deaths never happen. Can I do this before the next prison? Ugh. I feel like just having rocktails now, because I kept drinking my brews, is going to mess me up a bit. Because I'm going to be using a lot of adrenaline. That's why I wanted to save brews, but for some reason I just couldn't help myself. I've got a drinking problem with freaking Sourdough brews. You do streak sometimes, alright. Have you had any good drops from Telos? Or have you been quite unlucky? Surely up to 500% you must have had something pretty good. 260k on the last kill. Right, so guys, that's probably going to end the stream, just because my auras are up, and I was only going to stream for a couple of hours anyway. So we're going to call it quits there, but what we'll do is quickly take a look. We don't really have much loot to show for anything at the moment, and we are currently on 3 mil. But what we do have to show for stuff is the staff, and we've got our gear ready to go and practice other stuff as well. So I've currently got 2 staffs somewhere, and I am wondering whether it's going to be worth selling this noxious staff off. And the reason being is then I can get the range gear back, or even perks and other stuff. But I feel like I should probably keep the staff for other bosses and stuff as well, because I know this only works better against melee based ones. So Telos pretty much, and Rax if he's doing melee form. but I range racks anyway. So I think what we're going to do for the future is going to be probably try and get a little bit more drops from Nex and keep practicing Telos off stream. And then what I'm going to do from that is get as much money from Nex as I can and work on getting the tier 90s, and then take a look at the elite dungeons as well. So we're going to need someone to maybe take me to elite dungeons. I'll try and do a solo run as Zero was suggesting, and we'll see how it goes. But thanks for dropping in, guys. Really appreciate it, and I guess I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, guys.